I'm Brandon Lang, and this is your Sunday edition of My 2 Cents. We'll get to your free pick winner in just a moment on the Titans hosting the Rams. We'll break it down for you in just a second. So after the 40-dime winner Friday night on Seattle plus the points over Kansas City, we rolled down the double your wager money move Saturday with the 80-dimer on the Carolina Panthers. I released the game between 8 and 9 a.m. at +1. At about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the game went down to a pick'em. At about 3:30 in the afternoon, the game went to Carolina -1. About at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, the line went to Carolina -1.5. A lot of line movement on a preseason game. So most of my clients got the game early, got themselves a win. Middle part of the day a push, later part of the day a loss. So for record-keeping purposes, we'll call it a push right down Main Street. And so here we go. Tough way to have a push. You take the lead with 2:49 to go, 31-24 after battling back from a 14-0 deficit. Only to let Josh Freeman on a 3rd and 10 complete a 55-yard bomb for the touchdown, 2-point conversion fail. So here we go. 40-dime winner number 2 in a row off the Seattle Seahawks Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, I like where we're at. Look at the total between Dallas and San Francisco. Let's bang home this 40-dimer today. We got a 60-dimer on that Monday night card. It'll be a nice winning week. Here we go. 40-dimer number 2 in a row. Highlights your Sunday of action. All right, free pick winner in a moment. My 2 cents. So Chris Borland, the ex-linebacker of the San Francisco 49ers, is making news. It seems like Chris Borland is talking about how violent the NFL is, how physical the NFL is, and it's just not right. Says players get too punished. That's why he left the game. Here's a news flash for you, Chris. If you're going to leave football because it's too violent, if you're going to leave football because you're asking your body to do things that just aren't normal, if you're leaving football because of the punishment you're taking, hey, Chris, tell us something we don't know. Because everybody out there now knows the violence in the NFL is bad. Concussions in the NFL are bad. The way the NFL game is played is bad. Jim McMahon can't even leave his house without having the address written down so he knows how to get home because of the damage to his brain. Junior Seau, Dave Durison, to name a few guys who've killed themselves because they couldn't take the pain in their brain. When a guy goes to the NFL out of college, when a guy goes from high school football to college, when a guy goes from college to the NFL, they are sacrificing everything for the glory and the money and the fame. It's no different for an NFL player as it is for a Hollywood actor. What will you sacrifice for fame? What will you do for money? What will you put your body through for money? You want to reference C. Lance Armstrong, who ruined people's lives and injected himself to win the Tour de France for money and fame. And at the end of the day, when these guys are killing themselves and they're vegetables and they can hardly walk, and you ask them why they did it for the fame and they did it for the money. So kudos to you, Chris Borland, for walking away from the fame and walking away from the money because you didn't want the violence anymore. But who's fooling who here? Through high school, through college, you knew how violent the sport was. And when you got into the NFL, you realized it was a little more violent than what you thought. But don't walk away and start crying foul now. A little too late. Bottom line, you know what you're getting into before you get into it. That, my friends, is the bottom line. Free pick winner. We're going to come right down Main Street with the Tennessee Titans. Now listen, last week against the Atlanta Falcons, they fell behind 17-0. Mariota, 2 turnovers his first 2 possessions. And then on his third possession, 5 for 5, close to 80 yards, led him on a touchdown drive. In came Zach Mettenberg, fantastic. In came Charlie Whitehurst, fantastic. And the next thing you know, you looked up and it was 24-24. That was until T.J. Yates took him on a drive in the fourth quarter, and Atlanta prevailed 31-24. Mariota was solid. He'll be solid tonight. I like the quarterback trio of Mettenberg, Whitehurst, and Mariota. And I like the fight that Tennessee showed last week. As for St. Louis, there was no fight. They got bummed 18-3 by the Raiders. They looked horrible. Their quarterback looked horrible from Nick Foles, who did put up a field goal, but Austin Davis was horrible. Mannion, the rookie, was horrible. This St. Louis team is in trouble early at the quarterback spot if Nick Foles goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, get on Tennessee minus the 2 number tonight over St. Louis. That's it, everybody. Have a fantastic Sunday. As always, I'm Brandon Lang. Win or lose, we'll see you back here on Monday with another edition of My 2 Cents.